Good afternoon, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Good, I hope. Well, today we have just wrapped up our first week of the 2020 to 2021 homeschool year. So I just want to kind of give an update to let you guys know how we're doing, what's been working for us, what's changed, and all that stuff. So the very first change that I kind of wanted to make mention of is the fact that we are in fact waking up earlier this school year. Not only are we waking up earlier, and not just the kids, and I have my stuff together earlier. Like, I didn't really have an issue with waking up last year. I always like to get up before the kids because sometimes I may not have vacuumed the night before and I need to do that, or get a few dishes out the sink. Very seldom that happens, but sometimes I do need to do that. Sometimes I need to get all their stuff laid out because I didn't do it the night before. So, but this year, like at the very end of the summer, Elijah, my 8-year-old, he made a point to make sure that he was getting up early. Like, he was setting his alarm on his iPad and he was getting up around 7:15, starting his routine. And that's another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. So we have this little routine timer thing on their iPad called Kids Timer. I was really looking for a toothbrush timer, and the kids are always finding these toothbrush timers, you know, just to make sure that they're brushing and they're brushing long enough and hitting all the spots. Well, we found this one called Kids Timer, and it actually goes through step by step by step of what to do. You can set the time as a parent, how long to do stuff. So there are two routines. There's the day routine and then there's the night routine. This thing has been a lifesaver because all too often I get so frustrated when it's taken 45 minutes to an hour just to clean the bathroom and straighten up their room. So you can organize the activities according to what works for your family. Like for us, the daytime routine is, for my kids, we have it set to where they wake up and make their beds. I set a timer for 10 minutes for that, because that's also includes tidying up the room a bit. But usually we clean the rooms the night prior, so there shouldn't be a lot of stuff to clean up. So anyway, it helps out with time management. So we set 10 minutes for that, and then we set the next step we set is for to eat breakfast. I usually set 15-20 minutes for that. I don't want them scarfing their food down or feeling like they have to hurry up, because there's like, you get a certificate for a certain amount of points you win. So if you don't do it in the allocated time, you don't receive all your points for it. And then after that, I set it to where they take like their vitamins. Jerry and Kelsey take their allergy medicine, and the next step is brushing teeth. Brushing teeth, I set a minimum timer for 2 minutes for that, 5 minutes. That's brushing teeth, washing face, and putting their ointment on their face, because everybody here wears some kind of medicated ointment. We got dry skin. Anyway, so after, what the heck? Gross. Oh, it's a hair. Ugh. Anyway, so after that, then they go on to cleaning the bathroom. Sometimes it gets a little problematic because there are times where Kelsey's done with everything early and nobody's gonna clean the bathroom if they all my kids have a part in cleaning the bathroom. So sometimes it can get a little problematic if one kid's done before the other kid and they're done with one step. I particularly don't like them cleaning the bathroom after they put their clothes on, but sometimes it just happens because they get stuff on it. But anyway, so after they brush their teeth, they go and clean the bathroom. I think I set the timer for 10 minutes for that, because it's like, it's 3 of y'all. And 3 of y'all, everybody has a job. Each kid every day is in charge of giving out who does what. And it's done just like that. After that, now it's time to put your lotion, deodorant, and get dressed for the day. So after that it really does help with time management. So now it's not taking over an hour just to do that few stuff like it had been in the past. And then I'm frustrated. So this morning, for instance, today was like one of those breezy days. Everything just flowed good. Now everybody, me and Elijah were up early, but Jerry and Kelsey woke up a tad bit later than normal. But we still got breakfast done, the bathrooms, everybody got dressed. I think we were done with everything by 9 o'clock. Monday, everybody was super excited for the first day of school, so everything was done about 8:30. When I say we woke up ready to go. Well, Elijah's always up ready to go. Very professional, very professional. So, but like this morning, the only thing I do want to improve on is I do let them play like their Superbook app in the morning for like 15 minutes. My only thing is, like, I made a commitment. I want to get started by 9:30. But as the school year starting to progress, I kind of want to move it up to 9 o'clock because all three kids read to me in the morning, and that's taken about an hour maybe. Anyway, so like Monday, that was a really good example. Since everything was done super early, actually I had the rest of the curriculum came in first day of school, y'all. And that goes to show you too, like, I was like, oh, when I order the books, I'll order those books in just a few minutes. I'll order them in about an hour. Let me chill. And I kept hearing the voice, now, order it now. If I had not got up and ordered those books in that exact second, those books would not have made it here by the first day of school. It would not have. Because not only do I have to deal with the postal service, I also have to deal with the young men at our local post office actually issuing out and assigning the mail to the proper mailboxes. But I digress. But that was just another thing that says, hey, we got to trust God's timing, So anyway, so before I say they can play Superbook, obviously they have to have eaten. Everybody has to have their hair done. Everybody has to have clothes on, their room's clean. And I don't mean just making up the bed. You have to have your room clean. Because they have that bad too. They'll just make up the bed and be like, okay, my room's clean. It's cool. So anyway, so they have to make up their beds and clean their rooms, under the furniture and all that stuff, put their pajamas away in the dirty clothes basket, all that good stuff. But something else that's also on the kids timer is a little thing that says to get your school books ready. Sometimes I don't know why, but they skip that step. But I want to see, like, we've gotten away from using the big dining room table now, because when we went camping, we got these small tables. And for summer school, the kids really enjoyed doing their work on those small tables. I think what happened was, like, I had a whole bunch of laundry to do here on the couch, and instead of having to go back and forth to the table, even though it's just a few feet away, I was like, you know what, let's get these tables out. Everybody will sit at the table so I can be right here. Like, if you need help, I can just come right there without, just having to walk over. So anyway, but they got really comfortable using those tables, and I think that we're just gonna keep that, because I ended up ordering Kelsey her own little desk, and now Jerry wants a desk. Elijah wants to keep the table that he's using now, so it's just all gonna work out. But anyway, so I would prefer, before they even start Superbook, get their book ready that they're going to read for the day. I think they need to make sure all the books we're gonna use, have that set up, have your pencil boxes ready. Make sure you got lead for your mechanical pencils, have a regular wood pencil, erase, just everything, whiteboard, marker, everything you need, have it set up. So anyway, so that didn't really happen today, but that's okay, because it took like maybe less than 10 minutes for everybody to get all their stuff together. But we got started right at 9:30. What did we do today? I'm looking at my planner. Let me show you. So basically, after everyone reads, we start our lesson. We did today, as you can see, we did handwriting. This is Jerry and Kelsey's right here. They did their type C. This is where we listen to our gospel hour. And then after type C, that's when we turn it off and we do math. Actually, you know what? We did spelling before math. It don't matter. But we did math. I'm sorry, spelling. And then after spelling, we did math. I'm recording where they read here because I want to write the book that they read. I didn't put the level it was, but it's one of those I Can Read books. I'm going to start putting it there. And she read for 8 minutes and 25 seconds. Same with Jerry, but he read a book, Thomas and the Pigs. It was level 2, and it took him 11 minutes and 9 seconds. And this is Elijah's. He's doing cursive now. He did type C. He did his spelling lesson. Reading, he had to complete that. And then he read his Minecraft book. He read chapter 4, and it took him 25 minutes, 16 seconds. Another thing I wanted to talk about is how my kids are organizing their work now. This is Elijah's setup. So he has like 3 different folders that he's using. Like he's keeping his spelling, all of his spelling stuff. This is spellings folder, which is good, because we can keep this stuff all together. And I think for this one, so yeah, he's just utilizing folders. This is his handwriting, where he's going to be practicing all his handwriting stuff. And then this, I think this is like everything else. Like this is science. This is Bible. See, his handwriting stuff should be. And the handwriting. Just stick that in there. I like this system actually. And then Kelsey, this is her handwriting. I don't know where her other one went, but this one's her spelling folder. She has all her spelling stuff. And then I have one more. It has her little composition book, in that she's practicing her spelling words. I wrote it here for her to show her how to set up writing it, and then she wrote it down here herself. We have this matching composition book, but she didn't want it for that. I'm like, don't you want it to match? She was like, no, I want the hearts. Okay. And then Jared, he's a bit more organized and a little bit more intentional with his stuff than the other two. So whereas they had this stuff in their little book bins, he had his in this thing. So he's keeping all his stuff together here. Oh, it's upside down, but that's okay. So I think he has like spelling and handwriting all in one, which is okay. And then his little, this is stuff he hasn't even used yet. His little supplies here, and then this is what he's using for spelling. So anyway, I think that we are off to a great start. You know, I have planned to make some new stuff for lunch for the kids, but right now we're still eating the same stuff as we always do. Well, like yesterday, I ended up frying fish. I ate the fish for lunch, and the kids end up eating their portion for dinner, and I just made like sliders and fruit. I'm making sure that we're eating fruit every morning and every day for lunch. What else? Oh yeah, another thing. So I don't know how a lot of you moms might feel about this, because I know some people are like anti-screens or whatever, but I'm just giving this a trial run right now. But for lunch, we like are in super chill mode. So what we basically do is we started this at the end of the summer as well. Like, you know, the summer we only did reading and math. So we during lunch, we would watch like a Family Matters, and one show of Family Matters and one show of, what was it, Family Reunion. And they're each like 20 minutes each. So it's like about 40 minutes, which I feel is a perfect time for kids to be able to sit, recharge, you know, and just chill. So, and we close the blinds, we shut off the lights. I mean, it's in the middle of the day, and I don't have any drapes. I do have blinds, but the sun is still kind of, so it's not pitch dark, but it's just enough to get everybody in that relaxed, chill mode. And let me tell you, I feel like it really is working. It does give the kids a good, quick recharge. Like Monday, for instance, after they were done, I think they were watching that Ricky, Nikki, Dickie, and Dawn. They watched like 2 of those, and then, you know, they got to eat. Every now and then somebody wants to be bouncing around. I'm like, we're going to the playground later. I want you to sit down and chill, because we have a lot more classes this year. And so I need them to be well rested and just to chill. You know, that's why I have the lights out and the blinds closed with just enough light coming in so you can eat and, you know, see the TV a little bit. But then after they eat, I just put all that stuff away, and it's like, just sit on the couch and rest. You know, I don't want to watch something that's going to get them worked up too much. That's why we watch the little family shows. And then after that, these kids are ready to work. Now today was a little bit different. We started at 9:30 on the dot, and then after lunch was about 1 o'clock. We still had just 2 things left to do, but they were long. Reading is long. It does take us a while to get through reading. Jerry was just like, after lunch, he was like, Mom, I just cannot. I feel like my brain is fried. And I couldn't ask anything else of him, because he did his math, his spelling, I mean, everything he did without complaint. He did a good job, because sometimes doing math on him is like brutal, because he's complaining about it. Even though he'll do it, he complains. But this time he just got the job done. And so I said, well, and even Kelsey was like, I'm getting tired too. And I said, you know what? This is y'all's first week. We are just now getting back into the groove of a full homeschool week. You know what? Okay, fine. And then I had a side conversation with Jerry. I said, listen, because this morning he didn't want to have school. And that was absolutely not going to work because we did take Wednesday off. And then Thursday, we didn't get started until like 2 o'clock because we watched the baby, my friend's baby, that morning. And then we, took like an hour or so just to chill, regroup from that, eat lunch, and then we started. So missing today was not going to happen. I do not want to fall behind on our curriculum. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't want to push him too much. But for him to come at me the way he did, just something made me just say, we're done for the day. And Kelsey was feeling it too. But I did ask him, okay, tomorrow's Saturday for us. So I was like, okay, do you promise to do one reading lesson and that's it? And he said yes. And Kelsey Pinky promised me. So that's that. I'm not even going to worry about it anymore. I felt good and refreshed afterwards. And Elijah as well. We both could have went more, but the two little ones, like, too much. So that's totally fine. We'll see what happens next week. I'm going to try to figure out ways how to kind of reduce the reading a little bit more because it is a lot, but such is life. But anyway, all in all, things are going really good. I feel like I'm in a really good mental space right now. I feel like things are going well for me. I'm still very, very excited about my future, and at the same time being intentional and grateful what's going on around me now. Now, Elijah did express to me, he was like, I feel like we need to go somewhere, like Legoland or something. And I'm like, you know what? Let's try to make that happen. Let's try to make it happen because we really haven't been to too many places. So I think I'm going to take them to Tokyo Tower next week. So, just little things like that, trying to figure out more ways to break the monotony. Yesterday I did surprise everybody with some Pokemon cards, only because they haven't really gotten any, like a toy or game, anything for a long time. And I just felt, they've been kind of like fussy with each other a lot. Their dad's been gone a long time now, and that's the only change I've noticed in them. So I've been trying to have some grace and mercy with them. So I'm like, let's just break the monotony and bring home a little treat for them. And they really enjoyed it. But I'm excited about next week. Like I said, I think that if we all set all of our alarms, even Kelsey, for like 7 o'clock, 7:15, I don't see any reason in the world as to why we can't get started at 9 o'clock. So I'm going to try with that. I'm going to try to make sure that before they start their Superbook, hey, let's just, make sure that we got all our stuff set up before we start working. So anyway, I hope that you find this video helpful. I'm going to try to do one of those day in the life videos, but sometimes I think the camera makes it a little distracting for the kids. My kids aren't really used to be filming all the time with them in it. So I don't know. I'm going to try to do one of those. So wish me luck. But anyway, until next time, guys, stay tuned for my 3rd grade curriculum video. Bye.